Good morning. These are Bachmann 5-plank wagons, WH Wallace & Co, model number 37072. We brought these from the model centre in August 2021, about the 10th of August, and they were £12 each, absolute bargain. And what we've decided to do, as we've got 12, is give them a load. We're not going to put coal in them because we've put coal in a few wagons, and we're not going to do sandstone boulders because we've done that. Anyway, what we're going to do to start off with, we're going to show you them running round carrying no load, and we'll show you how it all develops. Thank you for watching. Using a class 20, let's pull them round. And the idea is to give you an okay view of the trucks going round. Now, we think the wagons look okay, but giving them a load tends to give them a bit more life in our view. Empty trucks in our view look a bit train set, even though there were times they were empty and they were new. And here's one of my favourite shots. And it's, you know, you make a choice because you're spending a lot of money on these bits and pieces, and getting the choice right for each individual is quite important in our view. Now, after this, we're going to show you the two loads we're choosing between, and then we're going to show you what we've actually done. But you can see they're nice little trucks. 12 is a nice amount, not too few, not too many. 16 would have been better, but they didn't have that many in my view. Right, okay, this is what we're looking at. Now, because they're fairly shallow trucks, we haven't got to worry about balsa wood base, therefore making them too heavy. Because we haven't got that many trucks, we haven't got a weight problem. And we're just deciding between this and this. Again, it's such a subjective thing, but you can see in it, and in our view, it just kind of brings them to life like people on a model railway do. Anyway, let's carry on. As I've said, the light weathering we're doing is just a little bit of 50-50, not everywhere, just a bit on, very, very light. Very, very light. Then a very small sprinkling of the dust which is left over from the rocks. Of course, it's because it's left over, it matches. And there you go, there's your light weathering. The idea because in the wind you're not going to have that much on there. And there you go, very light weathering. And I'll show you one more time. There you can see the truck as it comes out the box. As I say, just put some 50-50 on there. You don't want lumps, the idea is you just want some dust. You just get the dust and you just put it on gently, don't go mad, and you can see you've got some light weathering, which is what you'd have dust on the side of the truck, but you wouldn't have that much because it'd be washed off by the rain. It's just a very, very small amount. And there you go. Okay, what we've done is put a row of UPVA along the bottom stick the ones with the base on. As you can see, just put them on with the tweezers and they'll stick eventually overnight. And the ones that go on top, we put a small amount of PVA, keep calling it PVA on them. You stick them in the pot, just put them on the top. And these were boulders we'd use for scenery, so we haven't spent any extra money to do this. We're just using stuff which is left over. And then what you do is just dip it in and strategically place it. That's basically it, really. Now you can see all the boulders are in, and the last thing you do is get some of the dust that's left over in the pot that we use for the weathering and sprinkle it on the truck. Now what you do is you leave everything to dry overnight, then you tip the truck upside down and put the dust that falls off back into your pot that it's come out of, and then you run a hoover over the top with a brush to suck all the dust out, because if you don't it will fall in on the track and it'll act like grinding paste with the oil that's used to lube your locomotive wheels. Thank you. Okay, here's our trucks finished. Now you're going to see little bits of white because they're not dry, but the white dries clear. We have put bits of dust where there is the white and covering the bottom as much as we feel we can, but we think they've turned out okay. And here's a final view of our boulder wagons, and when they've dried we'll run them round, because obviously we run them round now, the dust isn't dry, it's going to be all over the track, and it's going to end up mixing with the oil and turning into grinding paste and wrecking all our locomotives. But as I think I've said, once they've dried, tip them upside down, get all the dust off, brush all the dust off, put a hoover over the top, because going round your track, as I've said, it will shake off, end up on the track, the wheels will pick it up, and hey ho, you've got grinding paste. And you're going to wonder why your locos don't run smoothly. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope this has given you a few ideas of what to do with your own wagons should you wish to. Thank you.